Okay, rationalizing the denominators, part 2. Okay, this time you're going to see a binomial in the denominator. So root 7 over root 10 plus root 2. So now this time, in order to get rid of this binomial having radicals in it, we're going to multiply by the conjugate. So do you remember when I talked about conjugate before? It is the same binomial with the opposite sign. So this has a positive, so I write a negative. Okay, so now root 10 minus root 2 also in the numerator. Okay, so we have on the top root 70 minus root 14. What's special about the conjugate? Okay, if we remember, the O and the I will always cancel. So as you can see, the outsides is negative root 20, positive root 20. So when we do the conjugates, we actually just do the flow. So the first times the first, root 10 and root 10, remembering that, we'll just make a whole number 10 because it's a root 100. Then this is going to be negative because plus minus. Root 2, just make a 2. Now my final answer is root 70 minus root 14 all over 8. Okay, now you can see my denominator does not contain a radical. Okay, 2 root 3 plus root 7. Let's go 2 root 5 minus 3 root 2. Okay, so now I'm going to multiply by a conjugate, so that's 2 root 5 plus 3 root 2. 2 root 5 plus 3 root 2. Okay, since these are both binomials, I have to do a whole FOIL system. So now, foiling, this becomes 4 root 15. Outsides become 6 root 6. Insides become 2 root 35. Last becomes 3 root 14. 3 root 14. All over. Now on the denominators, since I've created conjugates, I just flow. So first times first. So this is 2 times 2, which is 4. And the root 5 times the root 5 cancels to be a 5. The last, that's going to be a negative because plus minus. 3 times 3 is out front, so that's 9. And the root 2 times root 2 becomes just a 2. So this is 20 subtract 18, which is 2. So now I'm going to simplify some things. So 4 on the top divided by 2 becomes 2 root 15. I'm going to do the 6 divided by 2, so that's 3 root 6. 2 divided by 2 is 1, so that's just a root 35. 3 divided by 2, there's nothing I can do with that, so I'm going to leave it as 3 root 14 over 2. And that's your final answer.